You weigh the chicken, you scan the barcodes, you log every single calorie into your app. You are hitting your macros perfectly Monday through Wednesday, but the scale refuses to move. Then Thursday night hits. You find yourself standing in a dark kitchen, tearing open peanut butter cups and mindlessly eating straight from the bag. Fat loss fails when it is treated strictly as a calculation of calories in versus calories out. That math ignores the reality of how human biology reacts to the threat of starvation. Hungry you is not logical. Every time you force yourself to resist a donut at the office, you drain a cognitive battery. By the time you clock out, that battery is at zero. Your brain is exhausted, and your defenses against late-night cravings are entirely depleted. Because willpower is a finite resource, relying on it for every food choice ensures an eventual collapse. Lasting fat loss requires a biological intervention that removes the need for mental resistance entirely. People who stay effortlessly lean use a specific strategy to stabilize their energy and kill cravings. At every single meal, protein comes first. When you consume protein, it sends chemical signals straight from your gut up to your brain. This process toggles the mechanical switch on your hunger to the off position. The process of digesting protein is an energy-intensive task for your body. Breaking it down requires so much effort that you burn roughly 20 to 30% of the protein's calories simply through the act of digestion. To ensure your body is burning stored fat rather than your hard-earned muscle, you need a specific target. Aim for 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of your goal body weight. Most dieters assume they already eat a high-protein diet, but when they actually track their food, they realize they're often hitting only 60 or 70 grams a day, leaving their bodies in a constant state of starvation. Hitting that optimal protein threshold shifts your body out of panic mode. You stop forcing yourself to starve, and you naturally start eating less, putting your caloric deficit on biological autopilot. Satiety is also mechanical. Your brain doesn't track the density of the calories you eat. It measures physical volume, how much your stomach actually stretches. 500 calories of cookies disappears in minutes and leaves your stomach practically empty. But an identical 500 calories of grilled chicken, roasted potatoes, and a massive bowl of vegetables will keep you full for hours. What you eat matters, but the strict chronological order of your plate matters just as much. There is a specific sequence. Eat the protein first, move on to the vegetables second, and save the starchy carbohydrates for the very end. Eating naked carbohydrates first creates a volatile spike in your blood sugar, which inevitably leads to a crash. But eating protein and fiber first physically coats your digestive tract, slowing down absorption and keeping your energy completely flat. Breakfast is the most common point of failure for this exact reason. Starting your morning with a croissant, a muffin, or sugary cereal guarantees a massive spike, setting off an aggressive cycle of cravings that hunts you down for the rest of the day. Combining a large physical volume of food with strict chronological sequencing creates a stable energy baseline. You eliminate the physiological triggers that lead to a binge. There are a few execution traps that will derail this protocol. The first is overestimating your daily protein intake without tracking it. The second is relying on highly processed, candy-like fake protein bars instead of whole ingredients. The final 3 pitfalls are drinking hidden liquid calories throughout the day, skipping a protein-heavy breakfast entirely, and attempting an extreme caloric restriction that leaves your gym workouts weak and exhausted. You don't have to live in a state of frantic, obsessive calorie counting. True control looks calm and collected. It looks exactly like having structured, repeatable, perfectly portioned meals ready to go. Fat loss does not demand a perfect diet. It requires a structurally sound framework. When your system is built correctly, daily consistency outperforms fleeting motivation. Changing the literal structure of a meal puts the body into a state of natural satiety. It replaces the miserable struggle of dieting with a repeatable biological system. Test the protein first protocol for exactly 14 days and watch how your body responds.